What am I on right now? A 19 kill streak? Look at this thing. Hello gamers, today we're going to be counting down all of the shotguns in Phantom Forces. Shotguns is probably the most hated class in the game, but I thought I would just go through these because there's not really that many. I think I could just give you a pretty comprehensive list of them. Obviously, this is my personal opinion. You're free to disagree with it. For what I think is the worst shotgun in the game, I'm going to have to give it to the KSG-12. I don't hate the KSG-12. I think it's actually really fun, and I have one of my highest amount of shotgun kills on it, more than I have Saiga kills or AA kills. Like, yeah, definitely more than I have AA kills. But to be honest, it's kind of a weaker shotgun. If you hit your pellets, it kills people, and it has a big capacity, but it doesn't shoot that fast. The pellet spread isn't that good, and it doesn't do that high pellet damage. It does 33 damage per pellet, but that still only kills with 4 pellets. So it's essentially about the same pellets to kill as most of the shotguns, except the ones that have 3 pellets to kill. I don't think any of them have 5 pellets to kill unless you, like, put on some really stupid stuff. If I'm gonna be honest, this is a really solid shotgun. I just think it's the worst shotgun. Obviously, you can disagree with me. I love the capacity, and I love using this thing. It's really fun to use. But I would say that all the other shotguns are kind of better. Even the Stevens, but that's my opinion. This thing does 33 times 8 to 17 times 8, has 130 RPM, and has a capacity of 14 and can hold an extra, so 15. And it even has a KSG-25 barrel, which gives it a freaking massive, like, 24 round capacity, which is a higher capacity than the AA-12 with the 20 round drum, which is just so incredibly high. Even so, I would say that this is still the worst shotgun, even with the KSG-25 barrel. That makes, like, the spread better because it makes you have, like, no reserve and terrible walk speed and stuff. But yeah, as you can see, like, it does go off, but they're just better shotguns in my opinion. But obviously, my opinion, dude, that guy just died, and I didn't get the kill at all. Next up on the list, we actually have the AA-12. This is obviously my opinion. Again, in my opinion, this is not really that good, and the Saiga 12 is kind of a better version because it shoots faster and has better pellet spread and better damage. And the AA is only really good because it's automatic and the drum mag exists. The drum mag, I don't know, man. I haven't bought it. I know it's good. I've used it before, but it's not really like the best shotgun. In terms of shotguns, this is a really lazy shotgun to use, but if you look at the actual statistics, it's not actually good. It's just so easy to actually pop off with because you just point at people and shoot them. But yeah, if you look at the actual stats of the gun, this is not by far the best shotgun in the game. This is a really, really bad shotgun because the spread and everything sucks, and the RPM isn't even that good. Like, the Saiga 12 has more RPM. Yeah, at least the reload time without the drum mag is good, but it's like, even with the KSG at that range, I could have one-tapped that guy, you know? It took like 4 bullets to kill him. It's not bad, it's not that good. The only reason that I'm putting this above the KSG is because it shoots a lot faster, can have that 20 round drum, and it's automatic. And obviously, a gun being automatic is like a plus for the gun. I still don't think that it's that good though, you know? Statistically, if you look at this gun, it does 28 times 8 to 19 times 8 at 300 RPM. That's pretty good. Like, I'm gonna be honest, that's actually really good. All right, whatever. That's the AA-12 for you. This is actually later. But yeah, that's the AA-12. Probably just overall way better than the KSG, but not like super better. And I could see an argument for the KSG being better, but I think overall the AA-12 is just better. All right, the next gun on this list is the Stevens DB. Now, some of you are probably confused. You're like, what? Stevens DB is like the best shotgun. I hope nobody says that actually. But some of you might be saying, why is this better than the AA-12? And yeah, that is a pretty good question, and I'll try to basically give you an answer. So this gun actually can kill with 3 pellets, which is really strong. But it has really, really good pellet spread and does pretty high damage. So overall, I think this is, in my opinion, better than the AA-12 and the KSG-12. But I could totally see where you would say, no, it's not. That makes sense. It's only got 2 bullets, but its pellet spread is really good, and its damage is really high. Its damage ranges are good, and with slugs, I have a video on my channel about it. It's pretty good. Now, the fact that this thing only has 2 bullets is a pretty big downside, but its RPM is actually faster than the KSG-12, and it has an instant burst, which essentially just destroys everything. I'm also slightly biased towards this gun, because it's literally my favorite gun in the game, essentially. But yeah, it's not like... It's definitely not the best shotgun in the game, and you could make an argument that the KSG and the AA are better, but this thing really does have some good range to it, and it can be incredibly satisfying to use and also very, very accurate. Oh, that's why I'm playing so bad. Oh, I didn't even know this. Okay, sprint acts as a toggle is terrible. I should not have turned that on. Okay, well, as you can see, you can actually really just destroy people with this thing. Flechette is decent on it. I do use Flechette a lot of the time, just for the pen. But yeah, it's kind of slow in terms of it's only got 2 bullets and the reload isn't incredibly fast or anything. But I don't know, man. It just really kills people at decent ranges, and it's just a double barrel, so it's really fun for me to use. But if you're like, this is a pretty bad gun, I can totally understand that. Because again, this is completely my personal opinion, and you're free to disagree with it. I could see this gun being the worst shotgun in the game. I don't think I could see it being the best shotgun in the game, but it definitely could get a different spot on this list by another person. It really isn't like the most strong shotgun or anything. It does kill at pretty decent distances, I think, and the instant burst is just really fun to use and can be incredibly effective. Next up on the list, we have the Spaz 12. This is probably like, you're probably kind of confused because you think it deserves a higher spot. In my opinion, I don't think it really deserves a higher spot because this thing has 2 modes, which is pump action, which is kind of just almost a worse Remington 870. And then it has semi-auto mode, which is kind of just a worse Saiga 12. Doesn't really have that much of a spot in the game. However, I do really like this gun. It's really fun to use, but it's not anything like super crazy good or anything in my opinion. It's like, yeah, I would definitely say that this goes above the KSG because especially when you're using pump action, this thing has way tighter spread than the KSG 12 does. It doesn't have quite the same amount of bullets, but on semi-auto it has a lot more RPM. And yeah, it can take some hits to kill an LRC, but up close, especially with pump action, this thing is easily a one-tap. So it does 30 times 8 to 19 times 8. It has damage ranges of 48 to 125 studs, regular headshot multiplier and all that. And without pump action, which we can take off, this thing has 200 RPM. And as you can see, it does shoot pretty fast. I have no idea which is actually better, pump action or no pump action, but possibly pump action. I have no idea. It is a really cool attachment that it comes with pump action. Yeah, I can definitely see the spread being a lot worse with this. But yeah, pump action has really decently tight spread. Still 90 RPM. So yeah, not the most cracked out shotgun, but not the worst one. Ooh, what? Oh, I tried to find a new server. I joined a new server. It was Dunes. Do I have to relog again? But yeah, this thing actually has pretty tight spread. I think the spread got a... Wow. I think the spread got a buff. Next up on the list, we have the Saiga 12. This is kind of a better version of the non-pump action version of the Spaz 12. It shoots way faster, and this is basically just a better version of the AA-12, at least without the drum mag. Because yeah, it's not automatic, but it has better pellet spread and more RPM, which is like, when you think about it, really OP. Overall, this isn't like anything super broken or anything. It's definitely one of the better shotguns, and I think I have a video on it. But yeah, this thing is actually really, really solid. As you can see, it does 27 times 8 to 17 times 8, has 350 RPM, 60 to 130 studs, has a regular for shotgun headshot multi, and yeah, it has decent pen and suppression and whatever, and decent muzzle velocity, which definitely makes this an upgrade to the Spaz 12 semi-auto, at least in my opinion. I hit way more one-taps with this thing than the Spaz 12 with semi-auto for some reason. And of course, the Spaz 12 with the pump action has better pellet spread and does seem to one-hit more than this does. You can't really compare them because they have way less RPM. One of them is a pump action, the other one's semi-auto. If I'm gonna be honest, this one is just like, in my opinion, just a bit better. So that's why obviously it's got a better spot on the list. It wouldn't have a better spot on the list if I didn't think it was better. The main gripe I have with this gun is that it has such an incredibly bad reload time. Like, this reload time is a bit slow, but overall it's not terrible. And when you compare it to guns that have to load one pellet in at a time, it's really not that bad. Ooh. It's probably, I don't know, maybe the most popular shotgun in the game. Now we're on to the top 3, and at the number 3 spot, in my opinion, is the Remington 870. This is like, what? How? What? This is like... Dude, I hate this game so much. I hate this game so much sometimes. Forget about what just happened. This thing is kind of just a better version of the Spaz 12 with the pump action. It's just like, it's just better. It does more damage, and I think probably has better pellet spread, and I think it shoots slightly faster as well. Overall, this thing is a beast. Like, what did that guy just do? How is he moving like that? This gun is very accurate, and it's one of the more complained guns. Like, everyone seems to be complaining about this thing. But yeah, everyone seems to be complaining about this thing. I don't really think it's that broken, and I think that there are better shotguns in this category. As you can see, like, it kind of just kills people. It's very accurate, and it's kind of almost a KC-12 upgrade. It has less bullets, but it just kills people a lot easier. The Remington 870 though, it's kind of just an upgraded version of a lot of like other guns in the category. It's very interesting like that. On to number 2. Number 2 is the DBV-12. The reason that I think that this one is actually like, this is definitely my opinion here. The reason that I think that this thing is so crazy is mostly because the regular one is actually pretty good, like semi-automatic low rank shotgun. But with this conversion, the DBV-412 or 410, this thing becomes like just a monster. It has 4 pellets a shot, but it fires in bursts of 3, which basically means it has 12 pellets. And it can kill with only 4 pellets, which means that 1 shot out of the 3 technically can kill somebody, which is just crazy overkill when you think about it. Dude, I'm actually so done with this game right now. You might disagree with me on this one because this gun, like without the 410 conversion, isn't that crazy, and you might be going off just the vanilla gun, and that makes sense. But this thing, if you haven't got the conversion, it's really, really strong, and even without the conversion, faster still than the stupid little Spaz 12. It's also worth noting that without the conversion, this thing has a higher capacity than the Saiga 12 and a better reload time. I have a video, I actually have 2 videos on this thing. One of them is a review video, and the other one is, wow, that's some good spawns, dude. One of them is a review video, and the other one is just like a regular gameplay video. And you'd be surprised because the one in first place basically blows every other shotgun in the game away. You know what it is. Jeez, I actually just destroyed that guy. But this is actually the highest capacity shotgun in the game as well, which is interesting. Except for the Stevens, because the Stevens has the instant burst. This is actually the fastest shooting shotgun in the game as well. And if you're going off of just like the number of RPM, this is also just the fastest shooting shotgun in the game. When we get to the first one, you already know what it is. This though, it's a good shotgun. It just goes kind of hard, in my opinion. Like, I just prefer it over the other shotguns in the game. But that's just my opinion. Like, obviously, you can disagree. But yeah, I really just kind of go off with this gun when I'm actually playing well, but I'm not playing well today. So, rip my gameplay, dude. But yeah, overall, super good shotgun. I do recommend you give this one a go, but without the 410 conversion, I think it would probably be under the Saiga 12. Not quite as good as the Saiga 12. Kind of like a rip-off Saiga 12, but still, honestly, this might be better than the Saiga 12 just because it doesn't shoot as fast, but it seems to one-tap really effectively, and it does do more damage than CQC. But on to the winner of tonight's event. You knew what it was going to be, and it's obvious what it's going to be. It's basically objectively the best shotgun in the game, the KS-23M. It shoots super slow, but that literally doesn't matter when it kills so effectively. This is with birdshot, by the way. Without birdshot, this thing can effectively one-tap at ranges even farther. But I like birdshot because it can effectively one-tap in CQC better. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, that guy spawned on me, not on the enemy. But as you can see, this is the, it's the sniper shotgun. This is it with birdshot. Birdshot is supposed to make your aim choke a lot worse, among other things like lowering your damage. It doesn't matter. This thing just goes. It doesn't matter. You could use any ammo type on this thing. Even slugs, it would still probably be the best gun in the game. Oh, shotgun in the game. You might say, it doesn't shoot that fast or something, or it's not automatic. And yeah, it's not. But the fact that it can kill at these ranges just basically makes it way better than any other shotgun in the game. Because it's super effective in CQC, and it can kill effectively to like 130 studs with birdshot, and without birdshot, like probably 200. It's so stupid. It's basically the sniper that you don't actually have to aim and be perfectly accurate with. You just gotta aim center of mass, and boom, one tap. Easy. It's so easy to use. But yeah, you can even run flechette on this thing, and it will still just go off. Birdshot has like no pen, that's why I'm not actually able to shoot anybody through walls. But if you use flechette, you can actually wallbang people with this thing at like 150 studs away with a shotgun, dude. With a gosh dang shotgun. Going on a 16 kill streak, dude. After sucking so bad for the other guns. I'm actually gonna run out of reserve at this point, dude. What am I on right now? A 19 kill streak? Look at this thing. What is he doing? Last bullet of reserve. We're going on a 23 kill streak. 23. Okay, I want to use this guy's RPK because this AK-109 with whatever loadout it's got kind of sucks. Alright, what was that? Like, I don't even know. I don't even know, but at least we get the KS-23M again. Dude, it's like, is this even fair? And in my opinion, this is not actually a balanced gun. It hasn't been for a long time. People have complained about it for a long time. But like, whatever. You wanted the best shotgun? This is the best shotgun. But yeah, that'll do it for the video. KS-23M, best shotgun. Go back if you want to see the other shotguns in the list. But that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.